Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that trips up a lot of beginners and even some pros, and that is programming versus coding. Are they the same? Is there even a difference? And why do some developers flinch when you call them a coder? If you love tech deep dives like this, consider subscribing and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Now, let's get started. Let's start by clearing up the confusion. Coding is the act of writing code, the actual syntax. Think of it like translating instructions into a language that a machine can understand. You're focused on writing commands that work. You're concerned with punctuation, keywords, indentation, all the details of the language you're using. You're focused on writing commands that work. You're concerned with punctuation, keywords, indentation, all the details of the language you're using. Programming, on the other hand, is bigger picture. It's about planning, problem-solving, and designing the logic behind a solution. It's the art of telling the computer what to do and how to do it before you ever write a single line of code. They're connected, but definitely not the same. So why does this even matter? Well, if you're learning to code, you're often dealing with syntax first, like learning how to print a statement in Python or how to write a loop in JavaScript. That's the coding layer. But real-world problems, they require programming skills, the ability to think logically, break down problems, create algorithms, and design systems that work efficiently. That's why tech interviews at top companies focus more on problem solving than knowing the exact syntax. You might even see developers writing something called pseudocode, which isn't tied to any specific language at all. It's just pure logic written in plain English. Why? Because programming is about ideas, not just instructions. Here's a fun example. Hello World in every language is a basic coding task, but the programming idea behind it is the same, that is to display a message. Now let's talk about how coding and programming works together. Let's say you want to build a chatbot. Programming is where you design how the chatbot should behave, how it understands questions, how it chooses replies, and how it learns. Coding is when you actually implement that plan, writing the Python code that calls an API, processes text, or stores user data. One without the other? You're stuck. A coder with no programming skills might write flawless syntax but fail to solve real problems. Whereas a programmer who never codes might design brilliant systems but struggle to bring them to life. Now, before we wrap up, a quick heads up. In the tech world, calling someone a coder can be a little touchy. It sometimes implies they're just a machine for typing out instructions rather than a thoughtful problem solver. So, if you're talking to someone who works in tech, developer or engineer is usually a safer bet. So there you have it, coding is writing the instructions, and programming is crafting the logic behind them. And if you want to build powerful software, solve real problems, or even land a top job in tech, focus on programming first, and the coding will follow.